Hello, my name is Michelle, and I have my doctorate in physical therapy, and I am a personal trainer and yoga teacher. And today I am going to be sharing about stress and my number one tip to help manage stress. So, stress is not something that we're going to get rid of. We may be able to lower it, but it's something that we can learn to manage and to deal better with. So you have probably noticed that when you are feeling stressed, you might have tense shoulders, you might feel fatigued, you might feel like your energy is just drained, you might feel cranky or overwhelmed. So we get all these physical symptoms from stress. And also inside our body, we're getting that increase in stress hormones, especially when we have more chronic stress. Those stress hormones build up and they change the inside of us. They change how our body reacts to things. It can change our immune system. So we can have all these effects going inside of our body that we're not even aware of. Um, so what I want you to do is start to become aware of what causes you stress. So maybe you just have this chronic nagging stress, but maybe thinking of what situations tend to bring out that stress in you. So maybe that is your kids. Maybe it's a messy house. Maybe it's not getting time to yourself. Maybe it's a relationship. So thinking of those situations and just first bringing that awareness, because if we're not aware of what is stressing us out, then we're not even going to be able to help ourselves in it. And then after you've done that, I want you to become aware of what thoughts you have with that stress. So maybe if it's your kids, maybe your actual thought is, my kids are horrible and they're never going to be good listeners, and you have this really exaggerated thought that probably won't even come true. So becoming aware with what thoughts go with that stress and realizing, is it true? Is this thought true? Or is there something else going on? Or am I thinking in a way that isn't true? Okay, so now once you become aware of your situations that cause stress, I'm going to give you my number one tip. And this is so simple, but it's deep breathing. So deep breathing helps to calm our whole central nervous system, and it really changes what's going on inside of our body. So imagine a situation where you were anxious and your heart starts beating faster, you are breathing faster. But then if you actually stop to slow down and to calm your nervous system, everything changes. So you can take someone that is super high in anxiety and get them to do deep breathing and bring them back down to a good level, and that anxiety decreases, that stress decreases. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice this together right now. So I don't like to do just breathing, but we're actually going to do deep breathing where we use our diaphragm, because behind our diaphragm is a nerve that runs behind it. So when we do that deep breathing and we stimulate that nerve, we're actually calming our nervous system, and we are calming all those chemicals from cascading that cause stress. So when we do deep breathing, we don't want the breath to come from our chest. So we don't want that chest to rise and fall, because that means we're just using these extra muscles. We want that breath to come down from our belly. So I'm going to show you once and exaggerate it. So as I'm breathing here, you should notice, let's see. So you should notice that my hand on my chest won't move that much, but my belly will rise and fall. So notice on my breath. Good. So you notice that the hand on my stomach is rising and falling with my deep breath, and my chest is staying pretty stable. You might notice at the end of your inhale that you'll get that expansion in your chest, but for the most part, it's coming from your belly. So if you have any questions as I'm going along in this, go ahead and put that in the comments, or if you're watching the replay, just put hashtag replay and ask your question, and I'll make sure to get back to that. So we're going to try this together. So go ahead and put a hand on your chest and a hand on your stomach. And take a nice deep inhale and let that belly expand on the inhale. Chest stay stable. Purse your lips and blow out on the exhale. Belly comes in. And go ahead and do that one more time. Inhale. Belly expands. Exhale, purse your lips and blow all that air out. Good, you can keep doing that as I'm talking to get a little more practice in. So you should notice that the only time you're sucking your tummy in is on that exhale. So if we are trying to suck in our tummy we're not going to be able to do that deep breath, and we're not going to be able to have that belly expansion. Um, so the important thing with breathing and why people probably don't use it as much is because they don't practice. So if you have a set aside time to practice your deep breathing, then you'll be able to use it in a stressful situation. So if you're not practicing, you're not going to be able to use something when you need it. It almost goes for a lot of things in life. So deep breathing is really something you need to practice, and you might really need to retrain yourself to do that deep belly breathing and not just that breathing with these accessory muscles that we breathe with in our chest. So we have to retrain the way that we're breathing first. And this is one reason why I have loved yoga, because it gives me a chance to practice deep breathing while I'm moving, and I have like 30 minutes where I'm continually practicing inhaling and exhaling, and that is why I feel so great after, because I've spent 30 minutes doing deep breathing. I've calmed my nervous system, and I've also gotten a great workout. So having time set aside where you can practice, so whether that's yoga or maybe in the morning and night you are practicing your deep breathing when you're laying in bed. I typically will do that as I wake up in the morning and as I go to bed at night. So having these different built-in habits during the day where you're just practicing deep breathing. You're not using it because you're in a stressful situation. You're getting that practice in. And then that way, when you come to a stressful situation, you will be able to take those deep breaths. You'll remember to do it, which is the hardest part, and you'll actually be able to do that. All right, so I wanted to keep this short, but to give you guys something that you can do and something that you can take away. So below, I want you guys to leave a comment if you're going to try this out and how you're going to build those practice sessions into your day. So is that going to be something you do in the morning and night, maybe after you brush your teeth, after each meal? Whenever you can, because the great thing about this is you can do deep breathing anytime. You can do it in a meeting, you can do it when you are frustrated with your kids, or maybe you're having a hard time in your relationship. You can pause and take those deep breaths and regulate yourself. And this is, I also have a program I use with my private clients. It is a whole month of deep breathing and positive intentions. And it's 2 or 3 minutes each morning, and my clients who have used it just loved it because it's just a great way to start your day with doing that deep breathing and having that positive intention and positive thought to go with it. And of course, with yoga classes, I always incorporate it. So if you have any questions or want to set up a free consultation, go ahead and send me a message. And I hope you guys all have a great day. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and put them in the comments.